Guys, it's your boy Razor, and today we are gonna talk about how a franchise have fallen flat on its face. Of course, we are gonna talk about the Last of Us franchise. After the success of the one of the best, if not one of the best games ever, eventually about apocalyptic, eventually, that is of course the legendary The Last of Us Part One. Of course, with the legend himself, Joel, eventually, and it's going on an adventure with Ellie, and how eventually the events eventually turned eventually from just a man and a girl to become a father-daughter relationship. But until near drunk man, eventually that idiot eventually who thought himself, I could make eventually Ellie the main eventually protagonist of The Last of Us in the next part. And then this trash happened, and that is The Last of Us Part 2, more like The Color of Us Part 2. I have never seen such eventually color slop eventually in my life eventually on this game. This game is absolute trash. It was trash. The story is garbage. It was not worth it at all. Eventually, not even worth eventually the price. Not even worth to play. It's a piece of shit garbage. Eventually. Despite the gameplay mechanics is a bit better than one, eventually, to be honest with you, but the story is garbage. It's unbearable, eventually. And what made me mad, eventually, about one scene that made the game trash in the first place, and that is to kill Joel, which was the worst idea ever. We wanted a concept of Ellie getting killed and Joel getting his vengeance, but nope, they decided to kill Joel, the strongest character, with a golf bat. No, I'm not joking, with a golf bat. I mean, his death eventually has been ridiculed after all the events, after enduring zombies, after enduring eventually, I cannot say eventually, but after enduring, I don't know what to say. And then in the end, he got killed by a golf club. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is stupid. And then they had the goal of it to make Ellie the strong, independent woman that she is, that she could defeat an entire the Fireflies on her own. That's bullshit. And then we have the relationship with Abby. Oh my god, that is so disgusting. And I'm gonna be a dad. This is really stupid. I mean, this is trash. I cannot believe eventually that they believed that only one girl could defeat the entire Fireflies. And then the game eventually, nonsensically, eventually, the Fireflies were a bunch of idiots in the end, eventually. And in the end, eventually, she lost her child and lost her partner in the end, and she was all alone till the end. What the trash ending? What is this eventually? It was complete garbage. I cannot believe what I'm just seeing right now. This is not a Game of the Year worthy contender. This is a trash of the year contender. Yes, and I will put it in first place, of course. This game is a 0 out of 10. Complete garbage with a museum of failure, quality guaranteed. You put it beside Cyberpunk version 1 and of course eventually No Man's Sky, I think it's called, and Starfield, because they are trash games. They are not worthy. They are trash. You put it eventually on the shelf of the Museum of Failure Quality, which is actually a real thing. Museum of Failure is actually a real thing in real life. You can watch their videos on YouTube eventually. And this video was actually eventually recommended by my friendly neighbor, who requested me this video, and I'm here to give it to you, my man. Shout out, my friend. And let's continue on eventually with this trash. Then eventually, the studio even wanted to decide eventually to make a live series out of this. Season 1 of The Last of Us was completely a bit distorted and disgusting to be honest with you. The series is a failure at this point eventually. The only good character eventually was this is Joel, of course, which is made by Pietro Pascal. Shout out to my man Pietro Pascal, by the way. He was actually a great actor. 10 out of 10 acting. He knows what Joel is doing, and that's absolutely impressive. And then they made yet the worst ever season of a live show I've ever seen. What is this trash? What is this damn trash? And they compared Joel's death eventually this is the best thing that happened to the show. No, it's not. It's completely garbage. It was completely shit. Eventually, I cannot believe what I just seen right now. It was disgusting. I mean, I do not even. The script was bad. It was horrible. It was the worst season yet to date. Eventually, and even Bella Ramsey, who made actually the role of Ellie. I mean, it was horrible. By the way, it was so bad. I do not blame Bella Ramsey. I blame the character Ellie herself, because the script is shit, and the character of she actually made Ellie. She actually made the worst character I've ever seen. Ellie is one of the worst characters, and yet they compare her that she could be eventually other characters in other video game series. No way. Abby would not even defeat Ratchet. Abby would not defeat Ratchet. No way. Not even close to Nathan Drake. No way. Nathan Drake will beat her eventually. So bad eventually. And then the end of the series, and then I hope that there is no more seasons of this series because the series is trash. And they just announced that after the series is over that there is gonna be a Last of Us Part 3. Why? Nobody wants eventually another Last of Us part. And then we have the remastered, and then we have the remake, remastered, remake, remaster, click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste, which is absolutely horrendous. I could not believe what I've just seen right now. The Last of Us franchise is dead on arrival. It was shit. It was completely ass eventually. I do not want this franchise to return. I just only remember for one thing, The Last of Us Part 1, which I will get the game eventually one day, and I will play on the PlayStation 4 because I'm a PlayStation 4 owner and I cannot afford the PlayStation 5 because in my country, Egypt, the PlayStation 5 is a bit expensive, about £50,000. So I'm sorry for you guys. About that, let's continue on. One of the, if not the worst, aspects of the show, live series, and the Last of Us Part 2, was Ellie with no, and the Abby scene with the firefly when they kill Joel with the golf club. That makes me mad. How could a guy who enjoyed all the shenanigans that happened and the nightmare fuel that happened in season 1 and in the first part of the game die by a golf club? That is embarrassing. His death should not be remembered by that. And for me, this is not canon. This is not canon. This is not canon for me. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care how the die-hard fans of this show, say. But The Last of Us Part 2 was a good game, and the series was absolutely. Nope, it wasn't. It was trash. The series is garbage. I would give it a 0 out of 10 and a bunch of FUs to the studio and Neil Druckmann eventually, and then I will give the game, of course, 0 out of 10 museum filler quality eventually. And I cannot believe what I just seen, how companies making stupid shows and remastering games to gain profit eventually about that, and that is on the dot. I hope you like the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel Razor. And I see you guys in the next one. And thank you, Friendly Neighborhood, for requesting the video. And see you guys soon. Peace out.